Everybody, we are live. Jeff Bates is my name. Dolewhipdad is my channel. Look who we got from Disneyland. Midlife Vibes. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Hey, what's up, guys? We're Midlife Vibes, just hanging out here, ready to have a good time.
I know a lot of you.
Oh. Becky. I just wanted to say his name is Josh and my name is Becky, in case you don't know.
Yeah, right.
And you guys have two channels.
Oh, yes, I have Beloved one. It's basically a crafting, cooking, and thrifting shopping channel. So, yeah, two channels.
And together you have Midlife
Vibes. I'm the animated one out of the two.
Yeah, so this always happens at the beginning of any type of stream. I start looking at all the little computer and gadgets that I have going on, making sure everything's working, and I can see the chat. And so always the first 2 minutes are always kind of like, what's going on?
That is totally what I'm doing right now. That's so funny.
He's very, I'm not saying this, he really is OCD. So like he really is. I'm not, making it up. He just has his way of doing things and I like it. Keeps me on my toes.
I like it. I am the vast opposite of OCD. So I don't know if there's a term for not OCD.
Well, we're the odd couple.
What? Now, why do you say that?
We are. He's like very OCD and I'm very like on the fly, on the go, spontaneous, lose my glasses and keys every 5 minutes. And this guy's chop.
Yeah. And it's funny because like everything's organized on my shelves in the garage, or I have a special shelf in the closet where I place everything. It's all perfect. And Becky's come home and throw the keys here and throw the phone there. And I lost my keys every day,
Yeah, that's it.
I love it. Well, I'm going to say hello to the chat. Rachel, first one in the chat. Gonzo PR, hello. The accessible traveler in the house. Rosa in the house. You're a local Disneyland, Rosa. I love it. Oh, Gonzo, thank you so much for the super chat. You made my day right there, buddy. Thank you so much. Gonzo's just like my best bud. You're too good to me, buddy. Thank you. Pepper Tree Villa in the house. Jack Sandy Claus in the house. Stacy Rogers in the house. Hey, can I post the link? Of course you can. Stacy Rogers, of course you can. Absolutely. RV Disney in the house.
Out there.
Yeah. Timothy, what's going on? How are you? Oscar Madison syndrome. I loved me some Oscar Madison back in the day. Donna Anderson in the house. Amy in the house. Oh man, more in the house. Hold on, let me pull it down. My mom's in the house. Hi, my mom. Eileen Iskra or Esther.
Hi, Mom.
Mom's the best. Amy, Two Real Geeks. Mary Ann, you guys are making my day. Thanks for being here. Smash the like button, all that stuff. Listen, this is a good time to say again, this is Midlife Vibes. They are awesome. Two different channels. The beloved one's Becky's channel. Josh and Becky together do Midlife Vibes. Is that the right way to say that?
It is, yes,
definitely.
Correct.
I grew up going to Disneyland. I live in Texas now, which apparently is exactly the farthest point in America from both of them. So whatever. But you guys, before I even knew that I liked you guys, I was so happy to find you because there's a bunch of people out there in Orlando, but you guys have a love for Disneyland, like Pepper Tree Villa does, and I do, and I mean others do. But you're locals in my home park, and like you do downtown Disney, you do Disneyland. I think. Was it you? It might have been Juan. No, Juan does. I think maybe Juan was just on the channel, and you guys were doing it was either Christmas or the Halloween parade last year. And I swear to you, you were saving my life, man. I love what you guys do. So tell the people about your channel a little bit, and then I've got some more questions for you. But how would you describe your channel? Let's ask it that way.
Well, it's Midlife Vibes, so obviously it's not teenage vibes right here, right? So we are, a little bit older. We're matured in our age, I'll say, but very young. Maturing. Very young at heart. I don't feel my age. Let's just say that. I feel like I'm still probably in my young 20s or a teenager. And then we're a channel that really started off going all about Disney. We do Disneyland a lot, like you said, downtown Disney. We just love every aspect of Disneyland. And as the channel has grown and changed and evolved a little bit, now we're trying to branch out into other theme parks. Like we have passes. Go ahead.
Well, I'd like to say that. Yeah, I don't want to interrupt you. That's fine. We're theme park lovers. We love roller coasters. We're theme park lovers. And, we've had passes to Knott's Berry Farm while the kids were little. Yeah. And then we got, they got a little bit older and we got our Disneyland passes. And, You know, we're a little the oddball Disney vloggers, I think, because
why do you say that? I don't think that.
And here's why. Here's why. We love Disneyland. We love everything about it. We love the rides. We love the food. We love the atmosphere, the parades, the shows, just the way you walk in, and it's a stress reliever. Yes. Literally, you walk in and you leave life at home, and something about the music and the nostalgia and just, you know, when you get there and you remember being a kid, it just makes you happy. Right? That's probably why it's the happiest place on earth. I
love that you said that. That's kind of what I was trying to get across. Like they just announced they're going to have the electric light parade, and I don't see it. And you know what? I'm not telling you what to do, but I bet I get to see it on your channel.
Yes, you will.
Yeah, you will.
You know, thousands of dollars.
Something funny about that is before they announced it, we were driving home from Disneyland. We were at the parks very late, and so we were driving home, and we go around the backside, and there was this giant, oversized truck with one of the snails from the electrical parade, and the dragon broken down, and it went right by us, and I was like, wait a second. Is that supposed to be here? I thought they shipped that somewhere. Wait, they're bringing that back? And then like the next day, there was the announcement everywhere that they were bringing it back.
And for some of you that don't know, we're about 12 minutes away from Disneyland. So we're really close to Disneyland. So we get to literally hop in the car and get there, hang out, come home. So what I was going to say is that we love everything about it, but we're the oddball because I'm Dory. I don't remember anything. I don't remember band names. I don't remember movie names. I can watch a movie 3 times and be like, I've never seen this. So we get a lot. We don't know all the princesses' names. I'm sorry. We don't know all the names to all the songs. Like I can never play your trivia games. I just sit there and I watch and I take notes. I
couldn't play my trivia games either.
Yeah, hoping that
I just copy Juan's answer.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Some of these people in chat are insanely good. Like I don't do it as much anymore because other people do it better than me. And
my memory's so bad that I gotta make sure I'm retaining what's absolutely important.
Because that's the weird thing about being somebody who loves Disneyland and loves going and loves Disney and what it's all about, but not really. I don't know every sidekick name and stuff, but our friends know everything. Yeah. So they're like,
no, it's funny too. I'm good at trivia in general. I should be better at Disney trivia, but I totally can relate. Like I'll be in like Steve's World was just doing live and they got 4 or 5 guys and they're talking about stuff and I'm like, I've been there. Why don't I remember that? And I don't know if I'm just getting older or what, but hey, Ronnie, how are you? So everybody, a lot of new people are popping in chat. Thank you so much. A lot of people are talking about how cute you guys are. I have, pre-show, we were talking for a minute and I said, I always have these questions and sometimes I haven't even got to number 1 yet. And I love it. But I will say this, it was Keystone asked about your vest. I was going to ask you about your ears. So, Becky, tell me about the ears. Tell me about the vest.
Real quick. Jab. Okay. So the ears I made, these were the very first ears that I've ever made. And I wear a lot of black. I just do. So what I did is I wanted the black bandana. So when I wear my Converse and I'm in all black, so I got a black bandana, put some sequins and, just made them myself. And the vest started as a Margarita's bag. Amazing gal. Love her. She's super sweet, super cute. She has an Etsy shop and she mailed me some patches. I didn't have any.
No.
She mailed me these cute patches and it started this whirlwind of patch collecting that Josh is very happy about. Me spending a lot of money on patches.
But better patches than pins.
Yeah.
Oh, so you guys don't collect pins? Come on now.
No, we don't. Josh, he made the mistake of saying, I don't allow her. Right? And everybody knows I'll say Defiance Drink or Defiance Shopping, just to play. So Ronnie, who's here in the chat.
Yeah, hi, Ronnie.
So cute. She sent me pins.
I think she sent them for us.
No, she said, Becky, collect some pins. And so she gave me my first pins to trade because Josh, I think, because he's like, oh, no, she's not allowed to collect pins. And people just started sending me pins, and now I have to do a pin
trading. It's a dangerous habit.
It's crack for Disney.
Yeah, that's an addiction.
Yeah. I love Breaking Bad, and every time they talk about the blue meth, I'm picking pins. I love them. And I'll tell you, I was just on a stream, Pepper Tree Villa. I think they're in the chat. Pretty sure they are. Steve's World also in there. I thought I had a lot of pins until I heard them talk. Man, I love it. I love it. I mean, there could be a lot worse addictions, but that's definitely mine for sure.
Yeah, I can just I know her, and she already started getting the ears and collecting them. Luckily, now we've gotten her to make ears that she's gonna start her Etsy shop and start selling them because she makes like some awesome ears. And I mean, you see them, and if you see them in the video, she wears some of the ones that she makes.
I don't wear my ears. This is the only pair of ears that I
wear. You wear your Star Wars ears.
Only because it was Star Wars. I don't wear my ears. I wear these, and I wear one other pair, and then I like the Disneyland ears.
Yeah,
I like the seasonal ones.
My wife, who's shopping right now, so probably not listening, so I can say some bad things. She has a million ears too, and she is totally the easiest going person in the world. But she is an absolute snob with Disney ears and Disney cupcakes. And don't quote me because I want life to be good, but whatever, you know. But she's got a whole row in her closet. Like you'll see some people like have all the shoes or all the whatever in the closet. Wifey's got all the ears. If I could get her, like she's very creative too. She makes stuff all the time. If I could get her to make ears, I feel like maybe I would have some more money to go.
It's not the same. It's not the same as wearing park ears.
I think your ears are better than the park ears in most cases. Because you know me, for some reason, and it's not just because I don't want her to buy them. When we see lots of ears, I'm like, yeah, I don't like those ones.
My wife is very picky about the fit. Is that what it is for you?
It's the fit. It's the bow. It's the how they combine the colors. It's
her favorite ones that look good. Hey, Rosie, don't feel good on her head, I guess. I don't know.
But you have to try them on. I tell everybody when we're on a vlog, I say try the ears on because not all ears wear the same. Some of them are tighter and some of them are looser. Yeah. And so I say if you buy them on Amazon, just the headbands, they come together. So the one in the center is tighter, the one on the outer are looser. So I tell everybody try them on and check the bow. So
when I have to go shopping with her for ears,
he does.
It's she takes almost every ear off the rack and tries every single one. Looks at every. I mean, literally, we're gonna try one ear, get one pair of ears, and it's like let me look at 30 or 40 pairs and compare and compare and compare, and then finally make a decision.
If I'm spending $30 on a pair of ears, they're $27.99 now. In case you didn't know, they raised the price of the ears. I'm going to get the best pair on the shelf. That's just
I like that. You know what? I like Disney socks. I'm actually wearing R2-D2 socks right now. And I think maybe I'll take, if I start trying on all the socks, maybe it'll just make me take them home, right? You think that's right?
Try it, see what happens. We'll see the Disney security guard coming behind.
Hey, it might be a good vlog. If I can get somebody to video it, it might work out.
I'll run 5 miles without socks on and then
oh no, I want to go watch my the Till guy, yeah, Chronicles. A lot of new people popping in. Juan Rodriguez in the house. How are you, my friend? So I want to get to some of my questions. Your guys' channel.
Give it a try.
3,000. You just hit 3,000 overnight. Congratulations. Yes, number one thing on my list, and we're almost done. But I knew it would go this way. You guys are just so fun. But congratulations. I love, you know what? I mean this totally, truly. Whether I know somebody well, I'm just getting to know them. Watching a Disney YouTuber that I like hit those milestones? I guess
milestones, yeah.
It makes me as happy as when I hit them because it shows me we can do it, right? And hopefully it's putting a little pep in your step, a little money in your pocket, whatever it is. I'm sure it felt good. How'd you feel about hitting 3K?
It's perseverance.
Yeah.
And it's enjoying what you do. You have to enjoy it because if you're just trying to vlog for the number or to get to the
I love the numbers, but you're right.
Yeah, no, it's true. We love the numbers too, but if you're just doing it for that reason, it's not going to be as enjoyable. You have to love what you're doing and love the content you're putting out.
You're gonna give up on it because you're not enjoying what you're doing, and that's this is not the numbers are great, and having the family out there, the fans, the subscribers, the friends that we've made and stuff through this is probably the best thing. But
yes, friends.
But I can't imagine if I did not enjoy editing or shooting video.
Another job, then, right? Then you're doing another job.
He loves editing. He loves editing.
Yeah. What do you use? Now, it's down on the list, but since you mentioned it, what do you use to edit?
So I use Adobe Premiere Pro and I use Photoshop to make my thumbnails.
Okay. So you've been doing it for a while, I take it, because it looks good on my end.
Yeah, I started off with Adobe Premiere Elements, which is like a $100 software program from Adobe, one-time fee. You buy it, and that's it. And then we've moved to Adobe Premiere Pro, one of the benefits of our daughter being in college and she's a graphic designer, so she needed to get the whole package. And well, she's a student, so we're able to get it at a lower price, and
Right.
you know, she utilizes it and we utilize it. And now I'm hooked. So now when she graduates and I have to pay full price, well, I have to pay full price. You know, it's just the way it is.
Yeah.
No, but I love that, and I don't want to get too technical, but there's a lot of creators in the stream. Hopefully,
if you get technical, Josh will go right there with
I can
you.
do it all day long. I might just be me and Josh at the end, but Raymond, thank you so much. That is so sweet. So Raymond wants to know, does she have Mickey ears for your car?
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm kind of weird. I'm very simple. I don't like anything on my car. I don't like anything hanging from the mirror. I don't like sticker. I just like my car to be my car. Is that weird?
No, I agree. I don't like bumper stickers. I don't like.
Yeah, I don't put any bumper stickers or
Once
anything.
I get started with one thing, I don't know how to just have one. I'm kind of really. I've been told I'm extra. I'm a little extra.
Man.
Yeah.
I've got 4 daughters. I've learned that I don't know what they mean, but they say it a lot. But anyway, Raymond, thank you so much for that. You mentioned friends, and I will say this: there was 2 things. Your guys' happy personality was clearly the thing I noticed first. You're in Disneyland, my park. I love that. But you have friends that I consider my friends now that I haven't even met yet. And Prince Charming Dev, you had a great, my goodness, watching him. It was you filming him. Maybe it was the droid, watching him walk in, cry. But I want to go back even before that.
Right.
It was moving. But even before that, human person Juan Rodriguez, who's in the chat, a few other Yaya Chronicles, Juan especially. Like you guys, I remember Juan specifically on a stream. I don't remember which one, but I think it was the Christmas in DCA last year. I wouldn't swear to that. But just your guys' interaction and how much you guys loved being there together. I mean, I've watched you guys just sit at, Disney restaurants sipping on a drink while I'm here. I mean, I feel a little creepy, like I'm sometimes, but I love it. It's just engaging because you guys are so real and fun. And you mentioned earlier that's one of your favorite things. You guys I can tell you're telling the truth because I mean your friends are on your stream. Tell me about that. Did you know them already? Was it from the channel? I'd love to hear that story.
Yeah, so it's great. Like Juan, we were just reminiscing because we were actually at the parks with the
Yaya dance party.
We were at the parks with the Yayas just recently, and we were actually at another dance party at Disneyland. But it started like we were live streaming at the dance party in Tomorrowland, and
Juan was on the tram.
He was on the train,
and
he was going around, and he was like, "Hey, I'm in the parks. We're like, come meet up." And you know what? The great thing was Juan was, and how I knew he was going to be a friend for life was, I was like, let's go to the dance floor. We're dancing. He's like, okay, let's go. And he just comes out.
Who is this, Juan? Who is this?
Juan.
Yeah.
Juan Rodriguez.
We met him at the dance party. We met him once and we loved him, and he's now our friend. And we met the kilt guy. I don't know. I think they reached out. We were going to be at the parks, and they said, hey, let's meet up. And we were like, okay, we'll be here. The kilt guy and Nikki, they came over, and
we met him at the Cove Bar before it was Light Loud.
I love them.
And we with them. We were hanging out with Scotty one day, and Scotty said, oh, I invited we didn't know them at the time, the Yaya Chronicles. He said, we invited, so-and-so to meet up with us. Is that okay? We're like, well, okay, because we're at the table, The Yayas came. Awesome people. We love
great. I'm trying to get them on the channel now. I think I got a yes. We don't have a date, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the thing that we love most about vlogging. And we have made the most amazing friends. Marianne.
Marianne. Everyone knows Marianne.
#channel mom.
Yeah, she is just so awesome. I mean, she has just become a great friend.
Rosa.
Rosa was one of my first mods. I love these people like I should know them, and I don't even. I mean, I know them, but I've not, been in the same room or whatever.
It is a weird thing, but you see them, you see everybody on the chat, and you're talking with them on the chat, and you feel like you really know them, but then when you meet them in person, it's like, it's like it's complete. You know,
and
it's crazy.
You don't click with everybody, but that's just life. But the ones you do click with, I think that's our favorite part. And Josh and I, we live so close to Disneyland that if somebody is going to go to the park and reach out via Instagram or Facebook or YouTube and say, hey, I'm going to be at the park at this time, I'd like to meet you. If we're able to, if schedules allow, we'll say, hey, if we're in the park, we'll say hi. you know, or we tell people if we're in the park, you see us, say hi.
We'll stop by and say hi, like the twinsies.
Love the twinsies.
Carlos and Juan, and now the whole family is watching. So
yeah, they weren't really YouTubing, and we met Carlos's mom, Carla, and now the whole family we're friends with now. It's just amazing. Love it.
Yeah, I love that so much. I'll be in Orlando for Galaxy's Edge opening, and I am so stoked for the Star Wars thing. I've loved Star Wars since '77. I'm that old. I love it. But as it's grown, as this thing has happened, and I get to be there, I'm going to be with Gonzo. I'm going to be with a bunch of people in this chat right here.
Oh, you're going to love it.
More forward to that, and I mean it. I'm not just saying it, and that's huge. By the way, Prince Charming Dev, we just mentioned him. He just popped in the chat. Everybody say hi to
Dev.
So this is a great segue. So you were integral in his getting into Galaxy's Edge and being there for that opening day. And I said it earlier. I'll say it again. Hopefully he's still in here. He popped in a minute ago. Watching him walk in and then watching him make the droid even better. Watching him make I liked it so much that I took some screenshots and sent it to him. I don't know if he wanted them, but I had to give it to him. And it was you. You were on the other side of the camera. Talk about that. That was really neat.
So it was a little different because like you know, when you're live streaming, you're on one side and you're looking at the screen, mostly trying to read the comments, see what you're shooting and stuff. So, and I guess it was still the same thing, but I wasn't filming myself or something else. I was filming somebody else. And it was, you know, it was such a great day to hang out with Dev at Galaxy's Edge. We had such a good time, but being able to, and I think it helped too, because as a vlogger, as a live streamer too, that you kind of know where the best angle is to shoot from, and you kind of know how to shoot it, where if you just give it to someone who doesn't know, and not saying they're not going to do a good job, but you know how it's supposed to go. And I think that it was kind of just great for us to be able to work together like that. And it turned out really good. You know, he got stuck in the line for a little while. I was able to take the vlog out and go for a little walk. And
I was watching
in the line for an hour, you know, but so we went and walked around a little bit and then came back. So yeah, it was a great experience. It was a different experience for me to be able to video somebody else in that manner.
No, I mean, and lucky for Dev, I would say that he had, I'll call you a pro because you are somebody knows what he's doing. And I mean, it made the experience great for me on the other end, I'll tell you that. And that makes me want to ask, so the advantage he had was you had been there, I mean, a lot. You had been there like 4 times in the first 2 days.
I know this sounds crazy. We were kind of burnt out. Like, how do you get burnt out?
Said that, I'm like, I want to yell at them right now. I'm waiting.
But you know, figure this: if somebody told you have to spend 4 hours in Fantasyland and only eat Fantasyland food and just stay in Fantasyland, because
for 4 days straight.
Yeah, 4 days.
I would like to give it a try. Let you know. I will do my best.
Hey, we're Midlife Vibes, so we get kind of sleepy really late at night and have to go to work early in the morning. We're not spring chickens over here.
But you know what though? But now I want to.
It's amazing.
I actually want to go back into Galaxy's Edge because there's so many details that I know I've missed, and I want to be able to see it. So, but it was just it was so much in such a short period of time, and it was hard to vlog it. I could say because you're just so overwhelmed with everything that they have there.
Amazing. It's like. For my age, you know, I think I was in elementary school when
I was 3 when Star Wars Land came out.
When the first Star Wars movie came out.
I was 7. Star Wars was 77. I was 7.
You were 6 probably.
I was probably 6. So we're about the same age. So it was amazing. I remember going to the movie theaters. I remember the Ewoks. I mean, I have an Ewok on my jacket.
Love it.
The land is literally amazing. You don't even remember you're in Disneyland. That's how amazing it is. The details, the bullet holes in the walls. I mean, it's overwhelming. So to try to vlog it the first time you're there, it's like you want to be overwhelmed and enjoy and see everything, but then you have to focus, you know?
So my family vacation this year is in October, and I wasn't planning on going to Galaxy's Open Edge. I just didn't think we could pull it off, but I've been blessed. I get to go. So yeah, I'm okay. Like I want to do everything, but I know I'm doing everything in October. I don't need to do it in August. So I'm going to enjoy meeting my friends.
Yes.
At Galaxy's Edge opening, and I'll always be able to say I was there for opening day. I'm good. I mean, as long as the plane gets there, I'm
good. Gonna be in awe. You're gonna be like, you know, when you were a little kid watching the movie, but now you're there. It's amazing.
It's been something that I and probably you and all of us have dreamed about since we walked out of I mean, I wanted to be Luke in 1977, and you know, I don't even understand it. Meg, thanks for being here. Rosie, Pepper Tree, Stacy, President Leash, RVing. I hope I said hi to everybody. If I missed you,
hi,
just because I'm concentrating on my awesome guests here. So that is a pretty good segue too. You have had some huge videos, and I've been one of them every time. Before Galaxy's Edge opened, hey, Rod Rivals, what's going on? Orange County in the house. Love it. I used to love Orange County.
Rod Rivals?
Rod Rivals. Rod.
Hi, Angelica. Or, yeah.
Friends, I love it. I love it. You guys were my go-to for construction updates. I mean, it's already built now, and some of your videos did really, I mean, what do you have? You had a 76K, a 31K, a 26K, a 19K, and 18K, all on construction updates. I mean, and thank you for those. I love them.
Yeah, it's you know what? I actually really enjoy shooting the construction videos. I'm kind of sad right now because a lot of construction going on, and we were very lucky. And I'll say this.
It's Anthony. Hi, Anthony. Sorry, I thought you were Angelica. We love them. That's my sister-in-law's sister and brother-in-law. So they're family.
Later. Everybody in chat was a quiz later.
Okay.
Hey, Rod Rival, so glad you're here.
So really, we were so lucky that we had a parking structure right behind Galaxy's Edge being built. So you have what a great view and angle you have. Until, of course, they put up the big buildings, but from there, I got to see the whole process from them taking down backstage, flattening it, re-leveling it, digging ditches. I never thought I'd be excited about digging ditches and plumbing and piping.
I was excited about you telling me about it. I remember one night I was home doing work. I don't know what I was doing, and I totally didn't get any of it done. You had a great, I don't know, it was a map or something. I don't even know what you had. And you were talking about all these things that you knew were going there. I saw this. I was mesmerized. And I don't know, it was like a 2-hour thing. You actually kept apologizing about how boring it was in the chat. I'm like, no, please don't stop. I was loving it. This was months ago now. I mean, it's already built now, but yes. Meg just got here. Mickey's Magic. Go check out her channel. Great channel. One of my favorites. But she's asking about your vest again, Becky. So you get a chance to
on your vest.
Yeah, you go first, and then we'll finish. We'll go to the vest in a minute. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I mean that's where a lot of our subscribers come. I mean, on YouTube analytics, you can kind of see some things where your subscribers, what videos come from, what subscribers come from, what videos and stuff. But we have a lot of our base came from that, and we just really being able to see that angle into Star Wars Land, and then who would have thought a parking structure would be so exciting to film? Right. I mean, I was so excited for Pixar Pals. Like, it's just crazy to me, but I love it. And now that's open, it's actually and it did open. There's people parking there right now.
It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
I want to go there after this and like go drive in the parking structure just because I've spent years filming it, and then getting into filming what's going on inside Disneyland. And then I thought, wow, people, who are traveling here who don't know what's going on over here, they can actually maybe plan around some of these refurbishments and these constructions. And so I thought it's going to be helpful to people even. Yeah. So it was great.
I'm excited about the bridge. I never thought I would be so excited because we knew there might be a bridge, and then we figured out there is going to be a bridge. And then we seen just a little bit sticking out where they were going to start building. We were driving by. I was like, the bridge. I was surprised. I'm so excited.
She's talking about the bridge from the parking structures to the downtown Disney parking lot, which is going to be the new walkway in. So
okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I can go on a whole ramble about that and traffic flow and pedestrian flow and all that, but I won't bore you with that stuff. We'll say
you won't bore any of us here, but that does make me think, and I wanted to ask you about this. It was one of the big guys. Oh man, I don't remember who it was, but he did a video. Who was that? What is his name? It's not coming to me, but it'll pop in my head. But one of the big Disney YouTubers just posted how dead it is in Disneyland video. You also posted the same kind of thing. What's going on? What's that?
It might have been that. There's a few people now because it's just so empty, and it wasn't empty until really
they opened Star Wars.
They opened up Galaxy's Edge to the public, and it was like the first day. Yeah, some people had to make some reservations, but I think what happened is that. Obviously, there's some annual passes still blocked out. Cast member was blocked out, but now they opened that up for the summer. So because the crowds are so dead there, but I think people just said, "I'm not going because I'm not going to I'm probably not going to be able to get into the Star Wars Land, and B, there's just so many people that are going to be there. I don't want to wait that long in line."
I mean, that makes sense.
And then all of a sudden. It's just empty. I went the second day. I went on a Tuesday, the second day after the reservations were done. I went the very next day because I was going to shoot. I shot a construction update, and it was open. It was like 11 a.m. and I just walked right into Galaxy's Edge. And I was like, oh, I just walked right in. This is great. But the thing is, you look at the wait times, Peter Pan maybe was 30 minutes, and that's never under an hour, and now it's been 30 minutes. Everything else was like practically a walk-on. I mean, I went over to DCA and Disney California Adventure, and you walk on anything over there, which, you can't just do that. But Incredicoaster was a walk-on. Pixar Pal Around was a walk-on. Toy Story was probably a 5-minute wait.
I had went with my friends on a Sunday, and we were able to walk on what's the one I like? Guardians. Mission Breakout. We walked on Soaring. We did Mission Breakout back to back. That's how slow it was.
Wow. Is Galaxy's Edge like the reservation system's different now, right? They're not doing that anymore. Is it? I don't understand. Where are the people? Are they in Galaxy's Edge?
No, because
there's no people.
So once Galaxy's Edge reaches its capacity, it goes into a virtual queue, which you can use the mobile phone to go into a virtual queue, or you can get a boarding pass from any of the fast pass kiosks. Not any of them, I should say. The 4 major ones: Space Mountain, Star Tours, Indiana Jones. And then when the capacity goes down a little bit, or when people start leaving, they'll notify you on your phone, okay, this is your time. Now you can go board Galaxy's Edge. You can go into Galaxy's Edge.
If the people are waiting, they're not waiting in Disneyland or DCA.
You're waiting in the park. You have to be in the park. You're having
fun in the park.
So you have to be in the park to.
But if wait times are so slow in the park, as people are waiting for Galaxy's Edge.
So here's another thing. Typically, the first 3 weeks of June is the slow period for Disneyland. Mm-hmm. So people have already, spring break's over with. People are still finishing up their school. There's graduations to go to and stuff. Vacation season doesn't really start until the 4th week or the 1st week of July. So now the park is ramping up. The crowd levels are going back to where they should be. But I think what Disney thought was that 3-week period with the opening of Galaxy's Edge, they just thought it was going to be crazy. I mean, you could see they had special barricades set up. They had way more security than I would normally see, but they all had nothing to do because there was nobody there. But what happened, I think people who thought, oh, well, we'll just wait until our vacation time to go, but we don't. And I always forget about this. With the reservation system, all the people that were going to show up that first week, those first 3 or 4 days and jam-pack that land, well, they all had reservations for the first 3 weeks during that time period. So we already went. So we didn't need to go and jam-pack the land the first few days when it opened.
Well, Meg and from Mickey's Magic, and I think a couple other people said it, if we could get those wait times in Orlando for the first week or two, I just don't see it happening, but that would be great. Hey, Lynn, what's going on?
Yeah, the problem is they haven't set up a reservation system for you guys, so it's going to be I think it's going to be madness for you guys.
I trust them, but I'm interested. I'll be watching closely.
Let's put it up. Hey, Rob. I thought it was hilarious. Somebody said they'll pay tribute by going to Disneyland for a visit.
That was Meg. Yeah.
That was awesome. Loved it.
Yeah. So, but it is weird because last year this time the parks were not that empty in this 3-week period, and usually this 3-week period is the slow time. But even some of our cast member friends have said, yeah, they're sending cast members home. They're not scheduling them because it's just they were not anticipating it to be this empty.
That shocks me. That's crazy.
Question number 3.
Well, I mean, there's so much that we've kind of traveled
I don't know what to do.
No, it's good. It's good. Here's the thing.
We talk a lot.
I love it. This is great. I love it. Let's just ask it this way. What do you prefer? Like, I've seen you in DCA. I've seen you in Disneyland, now Galaxy's Edge. I guess I should add that one. But I've seen you in Downtown Disney. And I think that, I mean, when I first, as I've said already, when I first fell in love with your channel, it was about you bringing me my home park at Disneyland. My family goes without me once a year to Southern California. So I've only gone once in the last, I think I've been twice in the last decade. There's a bunch out there I haven't done.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, every year. So you guys are giving me my fix. But I think now I enjoy your Downtown Disney videos and streams just as much. I don't know why, but more importantly, what do you guys like the best? That's what I'm trying to ask.
You go first.
Well, I love Disneyland, and I love the classic part of Disneyland. I love actually New Orleans Square, Frontierland, even Fantasyland. I'm a big nerd for Buzz Lightyear. I mean, that's probably no one really likes that ride at Disneyland, but I love that ride. I would have to go on it every single time I go.
You don't even understand. We would have to get on that 2 or 3 times every time we went. I'm never gonna win.
Get to. Not have to, you get to.
Yes, we get to. We're lucky. We get to, right?
Not when you have the whole park there. So, and then he wants to have a showdown with everybody. Like, I can't go on this. You know, I'm gonna win. I'm the best.
I wanted to break 1 million, so then I wanted to break 2 million, and I finally was able to do that. You had to learn all the tricks and the secrets, but I think Disneyland will always be my number one. But when I'm hanging out with friends, I think Disney California Adventure is the go-to park.
Oh, yeah, I thought you'd say Downtown Disney there. Okay.
I find myself. I had to think about this when Janine did the 18 question. I had to say DCA, Disney California Adventure. And I think for me, the reason why I love the classic Disneyland, don't get me wrong, I love being there. I love everything about the parades. But I think it's because it's always changing and evolving. And they have so many cultural events. Like they have Viva Navidad for Christmas. And they have Lunar New Year. And they have
the Festival of Holidays, which celebrates all sorts of different
food and wine. So I really enjoy. We're starting to discover that we are an eating type of vloggers. Like we love eating and doing food reviews and bringing everything new that Disney's bringing. And so I find myself going towards DCA a lot because of the different events that they have.
Yeah, I love that. Well, that's another thing I like about your channel. That you were the first ones. Was it Tropical Hideaway? Am I saying that right? To show me Tropical Hideaway, and Jungle Cruise is like my jam, and food is my jam.
Food is your game.
And you guys showed it to me for the first time, and then my wife and two of my 4 daughters went there without me. Which I will say, they said they never feel bad when they go without me because why would they? But they did feel bad because it was so awesome and so me in their opinion. But anyway, you shared that.
We're foodies.
Were those bows as good as they? Am I saying right?
Yes.
Are those bows as good as they look?
You know what made it absolutely amazing is that little
sauce they give you.
That's what I remember saying. That
little sauce that was spicy. We dipped everything in that sauce. I wanted to drink that sauce.
That definitely made the bow is the sauce for sure. Because without it, some of them might have lacked a little bit of the flavor, but with that sauce was just. Woo.
What did I eat that had too much sugar that I threw on the lady by accident?
I'm pretty sure it was the loaded Dole Whip.
No, there was something.
Never throw Dole Whip. We can't be afraid to be throw Dole Whip.
And I don't think you've tried to throw you. I don't know.
No, there was there was sugar,
yeah.
right? And you're not expecting a lot of sugar, so I think I went to go like this, and we were on a vlog, and I went like this. I didn't realize it, but when Josh shot the video, he slow-moed it. I threw sugar on a lady in back of me.
It's all for the vlog. Go viral, baby.
The things you catch in editing,
And then you give her your card. Hey, follow me here on this channel.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. So I love Bengal barbecue. And when you talk about bow, it's kind of across the way, kind of across the way. And I just can't wait to try that. I love that.
You had the vegetable skewer there?
Oh, I've had everything there. I'm more of a meat guy than a veggie guy, but
asparagus with bacon.
My wife and one of my daughters eat that every time, and I always eat some of it, of course.
Yeah, and I would normally not get the veggie skewer, but once I had it, I'm like, I want to get a meat skewer and a veggie skewer to go with it because it was so good.
You know where they catch you on that? The potato.
Yeah.
Oh. When I first went there, I actually annoyed the manager until he got me the recipe for everything they had. It was back in the day, only had like 3 things at a time. But I have that, so I don't know where that is. But
can you share that, please? You can send it on Instagram. I will do a live stream making it.
I just moved, so everything's not everything. Some things are still in boxes. I'll find it. I'll send it to you. But here's the truth. I remember I've said this a lot since then. The fact that he had it in the back means I'm not the only lunatic who had to have it.
Yeah, right?
Oh, yeah. Because he just walked by there. Yeah, no problem. There you go.
And he knew exactly where it was at.
You're like, listen, sir, I will not leave the counter.
No, he was cool about it. So they have that sweet sauce, but the one for the meat skewer that's like insanely spicy, but so good. Oh, my mouth. My mouth's doing that thing.
It's going on right now.
We love food. If you can't tell. Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
Look at these cheeks. They're like, Chippendale.
Well, okay. So I have something here, but I'm gonna skip it because we're talking about cheeks. And I said this to you, but this is a while ago. But I'll say it for everybody. I don't know if you remember. You made my breakfast better for like 3, maybe 4 weeks straight. I used to eat a lot of chorizo.
The chorizo papas.
I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it. And we don't make it very much in San Diego. I would go to my friends' houses for breakfast and lunch and dinner because their parents made better food than my very white, boring family. I mean, I love my family, but there were other good cooks. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And one morning, I'm on your stream on your channel, Becky, and you were making. I think you had just made the whatever. It was chorizo, and I'm pretty sure it was
chorizo papas. Those chorizo and potatoes. Yeah.
We did. The stream was not over, and Wifey was shopping, getting them, and we were
eating chorizo.
Oh, because she likes it too. So good. So I love your channel too.
It's $1. You can get chorizo for $1.99 or $1.
So good.
It is.
If you don't know what I'm talking about in chat, go have some. So good.
So
love it.
Josh
love it.
always wants me to cross over, and I refuse to do it. He wants me to do some cooking vlogs on Midlife Vibes, and I said absolutely not. I said,
why is this?
I said our channel does not want to see cooking. They want to see Disneyland. They want to see construction updates. They want to see us at a park. They want to see us eating. That is something that I do on Beloved One with crafting.
You cook the chorizo and I'll eat it. They'll see me eating. It's okay.
Should I do a hidden Mickey in there or something?
Yeah, there you go. So not to be like disrespectful arguing guy, but I say this a lot.
Do it.
They come for Disney, but they stay for you guys, and you're fun.
That's what he says. I just don't want
to Thank you.
I'm right. Sometimes I'm not.
I'm gonna have to go to my prayer corner and work on that rebellious spirit.
Make it a video, buddy. I gotta. No, that's a whole other thing. But this is a good segue for one of the notes that I'm not gonna let myself not get to. You have said multiple times. I think you said it in our little pre-show talk.
Me or him?
Well, both of you. But you say this about him, that he's shy. If he's shy, I'm skinny. I'm not skinny.
Dude, you're a toothpick.
Here's
a 3X toothpick. What are you talking about?
I don't know the correct term, but he's one of those introverts.
Well,
that only becomes an extrovert in front of people.
Well, maybe I used the wrong word then. I mean, I could.
Well, he swears he's shy. He cannot vlog he doesn't vlog by himself.
So
he's so self-conscious. I'm sorry, I'm taking over for a minute.
No, that's okay.
Scoot over there, plug your ears.
I love you guys.
So self-conscious, and like me, I've ministered in front of people, so I'm used to big groups of people. So it doesn't bother me. I could walk around the market talking in front of the camera. He can't do it.
Yeah. We've had these talks too. We've actually had some psych chat, which it's better than it sounds, trust me. But she was talking about that too, and I can see there's plenty of introverts that are good vloggers. There's plenty of actors and actresses
exactly
that are introverts. I think that's probably more common than the world thinks.
I think he loves drama though. He was a drama student.
He loves drama.
I don't love drama like the bad drama.
No, like a drama.
I
was in the drama club. I was a stage.
Yeah, not that we don't like that kind of drama.
I have 4 daughters. We have enough drama in my house. Thank you.
Yeah. So, but I think the biggest thing for me is having the camera in front of me, walking down Main Street, and as long as I'm looking at the camera, I'm good. But as soon as I start to see that people are looking at me, like, what is he doing? It throws me off. I get a little weirded out. I get a little shy sometimes.
Really?
So I've been defeating that though lately. Like I just went recently,
baby.
And did a vlog like when we did our sign off for Emotional Whirlwind. We went straight to the front, right in front of everybody, did our sign off right there, no worries. But I'm definitely more comfortable when she's around or when our friends are around.
But when his friends are around, he's a nut. He is a nut. He is so hyper.
Who?
You.
Me?
He's like a puppy that you just let out of the gate. He just is so hyper, and he's a nut. Brittany from the Yada Chronicles cannot stop laughing. She loves his craziness.
I do too.
Yeah, he's
crazy. I would be the vast opposite of that, though. If I'm talking and there's not 12 people listening, I'm not as happy as I could be. Which is probably why I like doing this. Like, I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad there's people in chat, but I could probably talk to a mirror, whatever.
That's me. I could talk to anybody.
Where were we? We were somewhere just the other day. We were at the parks, and she just started chatting with somebody, and I'm like, they want to go experience Disneyland.
No, we were
and
having
she's just,
their daughter was in a foot cast, and my daughter just dislocated her knee, and
which means she can't get away. I totally understand. I get
it. No, so she didn't know that she didn't have to ride the tram. Like, she could have rode the bus, and she was going to walk around Disneyland on crutches. So I was telling her that she could rent one of those little carts and put it in their car.
Yeah, but that turned into a 15-minute conversation after the tram had let us off, which is totally fine because they were all having a good time. But I'm just standing on the side going, doo-doo-doo.
Conversations take two people.
Well, okay, so that's actually funny. I've talked about this in chats. I've talked about this with some other Disney friends and even my wife. So I'm not an expert compared to this group, but we all are experts compared to all the 99% that go. And we'll be there watching somebody doing it wrong. Yeah. And what do? Do you go and have a conversation with the dude who looks terrified to maybe be looked at and save him 4 hours of his day? Or do you just not? Like, I don't like, how do you guys handle that?
He's a not, and I'll walk right up to him and tell him.
I'd say I'm a sometimes if it's close by. Like, if it's a big struggle, then yes. But if it's not, then I'm like, you know what? I had to figure this out. Because I also want people to be able to just go to Disneyland and let the magic happen.
I won't awkwardly tell them. Like, I won't be awkward and interrupt them if they're with their family and be intrusive, you know. But I will happily give them, like, hey, you know what? You can use a fast pass, or hey, have you thought of doing this? Or you know what? It's easier over here. I'm all about that, and because I'll do it with a smile. Look, oh hi. You know, did you know you can ride the bus? Because sometimes they just don't know. And my thing is if you get somebody that comes from out of state and they're not used to Disneyland and they're caught up in the crowd, or there was I don't know who I was with. It was us. We were recording a parade. It was me and Michelle. We were sitting down on the curb recording a parade. There was a group. He took the youth out. So he had a group of youth. They had no idea about the fast passes. He thought he had to pay for them.
Yeah. A lot of people think they have to pay for Fast Pass at Disneyland, and it's free. So that's probably the biggest tip we give people when we're at the parks is that, you know, or even mobile ordering for food now, because sometimes the lines get long and there's nobody.
That sounds smart.
So like, set up the Disney. You know, don't go to Disneyland if you don't have the Disneyland app and you don't have it set up.
So I won't be
set.
intrusive. Yeah. But I will volunteer information because sometimes people don't know.
You know what happened today? Today at church, a young lady who knows we're Disney nuts, she's become a Disney fan because of us, frankly. Well, I mean, people like Disney. Yeah, she shows up after and she says, man, I should have asked you, and then 12 questions. So then I feel like a jerk for not saying, hey, you want to go have a coffee? But then I don't know, like my daughter, one of my daughters was like, Dad, would you stop talking to everyone? No,
he tells me that.
Guilty.
He tells me that all the time. He's like, you talk to somebody in the grocery store. Stop it.
That's me. If me and you ever get in the same place, no one's going to talk about it.
I'll never leave.
I love it. Well, anyway, so Two Real Geeks, the Lynn's project, part of Rosa's World. Meg from Mickey's Magic. Did you like my hierarchy of needs stuff, Meg? Everybody, guys, thank you so much for being here. I just dropped their link again. We got another 10 minutes or so. Brandon Holt Vlogs back in the house. Stacy back in the house. Florida Freak's going to be our guest. So will Lynn here in a couple weeks. If you haven't yet, get over there. In the description is their Instagram, both their YouTube videos. I've put the links up here, up there, over there, in there, whatever. And all the mods are dropping them. So I hope you're getting a bunch of new subs. If you didn't know them already, you're missing out. Go get over there and check them out. What you have. That's not good English. What do you have?
I live in California.
California. So there's another thing. So I'm from California, San Diego, lived near Palm Springs for a while, ran some Boys and Girls Clubs out there. I got out of there as quick as I could because outside of Disneyland and Yosemite, it's what's going on? How are you guys still in California? Everyone else is moving to Texas like I did. How do you feel?
We want to move to Texas. I love it. I love Texas.
You guys were...
Yeah, we were near the Austin area this year.
Waco. Didn't you go down to Waco?
We attended a wedding in Buda near Austin.
Love Buda.
Was in Navasota, which is about an hour and a half north of Houston, I guess. But we really enjoy the vibe of Texas.
I love it here.
And the openness of Texas. There's just, our kids are out here, and we could actually move probably anywhere, but also Disneyland's out here.
Yeah, see, that's
Farm's out here.
We moved in time. We purposely moved because we knew, well, once my daughter started dating, we might not ever see him again if they need to meet a dude where we're going to live for the rest of our lives.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I love California. I mean, I make fun of it just mostly to annoy my friends now. I love California, but I wouldn't move back there for a million years, except for maybe Anaheim.
I'd love to move out, and one of the things that we're planning on doing is start visiting a new state, maybe more than one a year, just to look, and enjoy it, because we have so many awesome states in this country. Like everywhere you go, you can find something amazing, and that's one of the things that we planned on doing just because we're getting older and we can. But we still have a daughter in college, so we need to wait till she gets through with college, till she gets situated, Yeah. And we told the kids, hey, when we move, you're all welcome to come.
But if you don't, that's okay.
We're still going.
Well, and that is part of it. We live in a time now where, back 2 generations, maybe 4 generations ago, you didn't even know what was over the hill. But now it's so much easier to get. I mean, you gotta have a little money, but you can travel America easier. And that said, I'm glad we moved when we did. I mean, I love Southern California, and I love Northern California. I love Central California.
Texas,
but I'm so glad I don't live there. I love it. I mean, we're getting into the time of the year that it gets oppressively hot here. And that kind of stinks because I like to have a place in Orlando to go, but that it's so dang hot down there too. So I don't know. What I really need is I need Disney to put a Disney park in Fort Worth, Texas, and then somewhere north that I can go when it's too dang hot here.
Exactly.
That's what I need.
Not asking a lot at all.
I mean, hurry up.
It needs to be done.
Just get it done.
Just like that.
Come on. Off these edges doing fine. Build me one in Fort Worth.
In
the 80s, they looked at land in Texas. I don't know if that's real or a rumor, but anyway, that's a whole other thing.
I've heard something like that, but you never know. I mean, if the parks keep getting so busy, maybe they'll find a nice plot of land out there.
There's space here. I'll tell you that. If you were down in Waco, there's plenty of space to be had in Texas. Yeah,
it's great. And it's just so expensive here in California compared to everywhere else besides maybe the East Coast, New York and stuff. But it's brutal living here when you're like, we were traveling to Texas. I think I spent $40 on gas for the whole week, and we drove a lot. If we would have drove that in California, I would have spent $150 easily,
Most of my buddies are in Southern California, still San Diego specifically. And every now and then I just remind them how much I pay for gas and
throw it in
out there. Well, you guys, if you're that close to Disney, traffic isn't, well, maybe if you're that close, you don't have to deal with it. I don't know what you guys do for jobs, how far you have to drive, but the main reason I wanted to move out of California, no joke, was the traffic. Too much time sitting in my car.
It's crazy here. I mean, traffic is bad. Now, Orange County, parts of it is not as bad. Like the roads that I got lucky where I go, I don't have too much traffic there. But once you get into LA area, forget about it. Or even now we call it the 5 freeway going towards San Diego, but in southern Orange County is horrible now because
Orange County's a beast. The Inland Empire's a beast.
You can't move to the Inland Empire where it's more affordable because you'll be spending just as much on transportation because traffic so long.
If I'm living, no offense to anybody in the Inland Empire or Riverside, I love you all. But if I'm living in California, I don't want to live in the Inland Empire or Riverside.
I ran a Boys and Girls Club in Banning, which is as far east as you can.
I know. My family is originally from Coachella Valley in India.
Okay, yeah, it's the last.
So I understand you. Yes, and from before then, Mexicali or Cali.
Near Coachella, for those of you guys in the chat.
Yes.
Yeah, Coachella.
That's where my family is from. That's where we're from, and then my mom braved it and moved us to the city to Disneyland.
So Banning, I don't know, like almost 3,000 feet. It's kind of in the foothills, but right after Banning, you go down to Cabazon, and then
the dinosaurs.
Yeah, the Pee-wee's dinosaur, exactly. Yeah. But it gets insanely hot there. And then everything else to the west until you get to Anaheim is all the cars going no miles an hour. And I was over it.
We're lucky that the city that we live in is not like that.
And we're in the city of Orange. We have
I know. Grandma and Grandpa live in Garden Grove, right? I remember Orange very well.
Yeah, so we have Chapman University here. We have Old Town Orange, the Circle, where they would film a lot of movies there.
That thing you do,
But it's a nice, quaint little place. There's a lot of good things to do here, and it's 5 miles from Disneyland. So
we literally live about 12 minutes away from Disneyland. The
When
only
I was a little guy,
is the employees trying to get into the parking structures are only traffic.
when I was a little guy, us going to from San Diego up to Disneyland, my excitement hit at that. It was a very old school. You could see it from the freeway, like it was the City of Orange's signage, and it was, I don't know, some big fancy orange thing. Do you know what I'm talking about? I don't remember exactly what it was, but I remember it was hey, we're at Disneyland almost for me.
Yeah, I don't think it exists anymore.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
He was born in Orange, but he's younger than me by 3 years. So
yeah, I might have to look that up later. Well, anyway,
they've changed those freeways so much now that they've taken down and removed so much stuff and put up new stuff.
Yeah, I didn't go this year, but I went the year before, I think, so 2 years ago. I hope that's right. And everything. I mean, a lot. My wife's from Redlands. You may know it, and so from Redlands to Disneyland is a road or a drive I've done a million times, and so much was different in that. I don't know. It should be an hour, but it's not. Drive and just insane growth, and there's no place to put them. I don't understand it. Hey Juan, thanks for being here. Happy birthday weekend. It's my daughter's birthday weekend too. Juan, you're one of my favorite people, man. So glad you were here.
And just one thing, like people are like, oh, you only live like 30 miles from LA. You should go there all the time. And I'm like, no, because it takes 2-3 hours to get there.
And you know what the world needs to know? There's nothing in LA that you want to see. Nothing.
Oh.
And I'm a Dodgers fan.
I'll let you say that.
It's true.
Because you know the
outside of Dodger Stadium,
LA.
you couldn't get in LA on purpose outside of
You know the rival between LA and Orange County. So I'll let you say that from Texas.
There's so many better places in Orange County or around LA that are awesome that don't smell like
hey, watch it, buddy.
LA.
You want to keep those 3,000.
that I mean, there are some great places in LA, but it's just so hard to get to them, and there's a lot of
but I will say I love the museums.
Yeah, there you go.
I love aloe vera. I love the Hispanic culture.
There's a lot of awesomeness there, but you got to get through. You got to get 12 shots.
I don't love the traffic.
Yeah. Oh. Have you been to the what is it? The Magic Castle?
No, you're talking about the castle where they perform magic, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I think it's called the Magic Castle, whatever it's called.
No, it's like they don't. I don't think they call it the magic. I think they just call it the castle because it's a private thing.
Yeah, I
don't know.
I was just thinking about things in LA though. I mean, the more I think about it, there's lots of awesome in LA.
There's a lot of things to do.
Yeah, and you did mention the museum, some of the best museums in the world. Is it Guggenheim on the hill?
They have the Getty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of those things you have to plan. It's an all-day thing. If you want to enjoy it,
Yeah, so, that's a good one. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. Well, you guys have been awesome. It's already been an hour. I'm not in a rush to get rid of anybody by any means, but I want to respect your time. But I think I got through all my notes. But regardless, what do you have coming up? What do you want the people who just came in or anybody who's been in the stream the whole time want to know about your channel? As it, you did a lot of construction stuff. You've done a lot of Galaxy's Edge stuff. What do you have coming up for the peeps?
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
Before we get to that, if you don't mind, once Josh says whatever it is he wants to say, I don't mind a couple of people asking a couple of quick questions because we like to answer what they want to know sometimes too.
Love it.
We won't make a whole live stream out of it, but go ahead.
Yeah, so if you've got questions, go ahead and at me so I see it. And if I miss it, just put it in there again. And we'll get to them. Yeah.
Yeah. And so right now, I think, right now we're live streaming every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Pacific time. That's just in case I have to work in the morning or something. So every Tuesday night, that's the one consistent thing right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then throughout the week, we'll throw up 1 or 2 videos. I think we were talking about gearing our videos towards a lot of food videos. We really have decided that we enjoy eating and drinking and sharing that. And one thing that Disney always has new things of is food. They always have new and exciting foods out there. And the difference between us and some people is we're very honest with our food reviews.
And
we will tell you if we do not like it.
And here's why. My face shows everything. I take one bite and my face shows the whole thing that I can't even pretend.
I enjoy playing poker for money, and I would play you anytime. Yes, I've noticed that.
Yeah, no, I would. I would lose just because I can't let somebody. I'm bad.
You would.
Yeah. So And we want to start adding some more Knott's Berry Farm trips into our vlogs.
Pepper Tree was just there. Pepper Tree, who was in the chat, they may still be in the chat.
Knott's Berry Farm is stepping up their game with their and their food.
I loved that as a kid.
Yeah, we went with our granddaughter to just go ride some rides and stuff, and they have Ghost Town Live right now, where we walked to this one booth where they have all the little things that used to be able to look at, the shops and stuff that would have bars and windows for just show. Now there's people in them acting with you. There's this whole scenario. So like we went and we talked to this guy, and he told us if we can do a favor and go to the dressmaker for him and get this thread. And so our granddaughter's running around. She goes to the dressmaker. The dressmaker asked her to go get an advertisement from the newspaper. So she's going to the post office.
Well,
and it was just so awesome.
The most hilarious thing about that is that her mother, my daughter, is a criminal law and society major.
Oh, wow.
So my granddaughter could not handle the injustice of the bank robber who went to just withdraw money for his grandmother, getting falsely accused for robbing the bank.
Wow.
She wanted to go directly to City Hall and talk to the judge and to the mayor, which she did. So they appointed her as the lawyer because she just could not handle the injustice. Wow. I was like, whoa, where did she come from?
She went and got statements from different people who were there. It was great. It was
Sounds like a dinner party game or something. That's
yeah.
Rachel wants to know what your favorite ride is in the parks.
Which park?
She said in the parks, so I'm assuming Disney parks, but you can answer it any way you want.
Well, mine is Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm like I said, I like the classics. I like Pirates of the Caribbean. I like Haunted Mansion. I'm also a thrill junkie, so I love rides like Mission Breakout and Credit Coaster. But if I had to say my favorite, I would say Pirates of the Caribbean, just because of the size of it. It's just such a fun and a ride, and there's so much stuff going on in there that you can see. It's like a different ride every time if you just look in different directions.
My two at Disneyland is always going to be It's a Small World, just because as a little girl, when you go on It's a Small World with all the dolls, it is what it is. And
my grandma's favorite, so I love
Alice in Wonderland. You always forget that one.
Yeah, and Alice in Wonderland. I love that ride. But if I go to DCA, it's Mission Breakout.
I've never had someone say Alice in Wonderland.
Really?
Never heard that. I mean, I've asked the question a lot of times.
It is awesome because they have, what do you call it when they do the little movie going through the...
Well, they have screens.
Yeah, they have the screens. And, I realized I like the really colorful ones, like Winnie the Pooh. Just the neon, the brightness, and it's amazing. I love Alice in Wonderland.
That's awesome. Arvine at Disney wants to know your favorite holiday at Disneyland.
Don't ask us that.
I'm going to say Christmas time for me, but Halloween is right there with it because the decorations on both those. If I could just tie those two together and say it's one big season, then I would say that.
They cross over a little bit, but I'm going to say Christmas. Christmas because we have the Nightmare Before Christmas on Haunted Mansion.
I love that. I love that.
It's a Small World holiday.
Yes. Oh, It's a Small World. The mermaid is just cute. But in DCA, I absolutely love the Viva Navidad time.
Oh, Viva Navidad.
I haven't done DCA for the holidays yet. I feel like I'm missing that.
Well, they don't do a lot there, like the decor at Disneyland, but the one little show, that Viva Navidad, I just love it.
Well, DCA has been stepping up their game, and just like this year, the Halloween party is going to be in DCA. So I can't wait to see what they do because they've been building up for a couple of years now. They've been adding and adding more in DCA. Cars Land is a complete overhaul, and now
that
park was dead for a few years. Nobody even liked it, but now
hodgepodge of whatever. It was just like, here, throw it over there.
Yeah.
But it's still kind of a hodgepodge, but it's a hodgepodge of what people are interested in now.
My daughters and my wife love it. Like they're telling me I have to go with them next year because there's so much new for me that I haven't seen.
Yeah. It's a whole new park for you.
You would love it. You would flip
can't wait.
It's going through Pixar Pier, Cars.
Yeah, I love Pixar. Yeah, I'm gonna love it. And they're doing their own food festival now, Food and Wine. I know it's not the same.
I love the food.
And what's the good thing about these days? They have food and wine, and then they'll do festival holidays, which is like a mini food and wine. They have all the different booths.
Which I like better.
And now for Lunar New Year, they have like 7 different food offerings for Lunar New Year. Also, it's kind of like a mini food.
I didn't know that.
Is it Paradise Grill?
Yeah, Paradise Garden Grill.
Paradise Garden Grill switches out their food for the different holidays and the different festivals. Okay. So they're mainly Mediterranean, but as those things come, they switch out their menu.
I actually I've mentioned this before, this poor guy. I've never meet him. I don't know who he is, but it was on a message board, and he put like it was one of those things where why they didn't like their trip to Disney, and he said no food but bad burgers and cold fries, and I thought,
Where?
what? Yeah, like and that goes back to helping people.
Probably ate from Disneyland, the Star Wars. Where is it? Star Wars, that little space.
No,
yeah, right. That's what I think.
Galactic Grill was known for horrible hamburgers and fries. They have stepped up their game. They've gotten better. But if you're going to eat there, I'd go to Pizza Port and get the gluten-free pizza because it's made fresh.
There's so many great places to eat. I mean,
you go to the French Market, and for $50, you get a meatloaf dinner. It's delicious.
Galaxy's
there's so much
plant-based meatloaf to die for. Really? Vegetarians to die for.
One of my daughters is a vegetarian, which I don't understand at all. But we'll have to try it.
Food, and you see how big our cheeks and our smile is.
It tastes like meat, though. That meatloaf, it tastes like meat. It's really.
You know what else tastes like meat is meat. It's meat. So
I agree. I'm a big meat eater, so our friends are vegetarians or vegan, but I'm a big meat eater. Give me a steak anytime.
Medium rare, more on the rare side.
Yeah.
With the big
Rod Rivals asks, "What's the best time of year to go?" I'm assuming they mean to Disney.
Well, for me, I'm gonna tell you the best time of year is the first 3 weeks of June. That's just when it seems to be
like it. Nobody else is there.
Busy. And this year point proven, right?
As far as not busy, but if you want to see the decor that Disney does for Halloween and Christmas, you got to catch it right in that transition.
Right at the beginning. If you can get there like right at the beginning, it's September sometime. I can't remember exactly when they start doing it, but it's in September too. It's not as busy.
Yeah.
But once you get into October, the holidays start kicking off, and boom.
ODST Banjo wants to know from me and from you guys. I'll give it to you though. What game, if any, do you and your guests like the most? Video game. Oh, I'm sorry, video game. Do you guys do any video gaming?
Oh, come on. This one here does.
I just started Pokemon Go.
Oh my gosh! Apparently, there's a Harry Potter version that the whole my employees are freaking out.
I need to get that app so I can play it. My daughter got me hooked. She said, "We're gonna go walking at the park. Do you want to come?" And I said, "Yes." And they're playing Pokemon Go. So then I started, and it's like no brainer. You just shoot that little ball. So I want to do the Harry Potter one now.
It does look fun.
Other than that, we don't do any games. We're like all about eating and drinking and Disney.
I bought my daughter's a PS4, I don't know, a year and a half ago, whatever. And I thought they were going to get, I can't even remember the name of it. The, what's the very popular Disney game with the keys? Oh my gosh, I can't think of it. But
I never remember.
But I'm not a big gamer. I don't have time.
I'll tell you a game that I used to play a lot, and she knows, was Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Oh, so I work with kids. I run an after-school program, and so I know that game. And there was a couple other roller coaster, theme park creation games. I think they were cheaper than that one, and I was cheap, so I bought those. But I know that game. Yeah, I didn't play it, but my kids loved it.
Oh, it's a whole. You create your whole theme park.
I could probably get into that.
This is where the amusement park junkie comes in. So this was a long time ago. I had a friend, and I think she was gonna try to tell me the truth in love. Let's say. So she said, I just want to ask you, why are you always on his case? And I said, what? And she goes, he's such a hard worker. And every day he comes home and he works on that computer. Every time I see him, he's working. And I said, he is not working. He is playing Roller Coaster Tycoon, building roller coasters. She said, oh, I thought all this time he was like coming home working and you're giving him a hard time. I said, no, he's playing roller coaster games on the computer. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Sounds like a fool them.
So I used to have, I don't know, my mom brought home one day, I guess it was like architecture paper. It was really, really thin. And I created this, I'm like 10, 9, before junior high, I was a kid. And I did golf courses, I don't know why, and theme parks. So I guess I was playing Theme Park Tycoon, but on paper with pencils and making them.
It's funny because back in the day before really computers kind of took off and they were kind of expensive, we had one in our house, but I would build golf courses on like I don't know if it was a paint program or whatever it was, but it was very basic system. And I would do 18-hole layout golf courses. I
did it on paper though. I had a bunch of friends who played Dungeons and Dragons, like the Stranger Things. I never got into it. I don't know. They liked it. So they wanted me to, they made me do the maps and I didn't like it. But then it turned into golf courses for me because I love sports.
Oh, you did golf courses too?
Yeah. Love it. So fun. Florida Freaks thinks I'm going to give him a piggyback ride through Galaxy's Edge. I think it, you know what? Maybe in the winter, but no. In August, I'm just hoping not to sweat to death. No. Kingdom Hearts, yes. That game is Kingdom Hearts. Rachel, help me out.
That's it.
Driving me crazy. What else? What else?
Fan when you go.
Oh, the cooling towel. You have to get the Frog Tog brand cooling towel from Amazon.
Ooh.
That thing, it's called Frog Tog. That thing works. It's amazing. If you get any other brand, they're like little cloths and they don't work. They just get you wet. The Frog Tog will actually work.
I'm not a big sweater, which is weird to say, but I don't like humidity. And I never thought I would be going to Orlando in August, but that's when it's opening. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
We actually got married on purpose in October for future vacations. And I mean, it was a smart move. It's off season and we like the fall and all that, but
yeah, our vacation
in August.
Around our anniversary too in May.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anything else you want to tell everybody? I think if you got more questions, now's the time. RB and Dizzy, thank you so much. It means a lot that you say that. I hope you enjoyed getting to know them. Rachel, question. Okay, Rachel wants to know, do you guys play on the Disney Play app?
Do not. I do not. You know what? I'll be honest with you. When we go to Disneyland, I'm already vlogging, so I'm already looking at a camera and stuff like that. Yeah. But when we're not vlogging, and we go, I want to just look out, watch the people, experience the lands, experience the characters, the buildings, just everything that it has to offer. I feel like, and this is just me, and I'm not hating on people who like the Disneyland Play app. It has unlocked some cool little things throughout the park. But I'm trying not to look at my phone as much as possible when we're inside the park.
Well, here's the thing. Because we're vlogging, we go with the game plan. For the most part, we have spontaneous moments that happen between there, but we know what we're doing. We're like, okay, we're coming today. We're shooting a construction video. So we have to hit this. Let's do another video. Whatever we're going to eat, we're going to vlog it. So we're already spending a lot of time on camera. So when we get that off time, we kind of want to enjoy the $1,000 pass we're paying for,
Totally get it.
I'm not saying that the Play app isn't enjoyable. If that's your thing, that's awesome. Like I know when you go to Galaxy's Edge, you can use the app and make things make noises and react to it and stuff. And if that is your thing, then you got to do what you want to do, and it's awesome. And not everybody likes the same things, and that's one thing I like about Disneyland and the theme parks is there's a variety of stuff to do. You go on
generation that's stuck. Their happiness comes from their phone or their device. When you're in the queue, whatever queue that is, the kiddos can do that while you're, I actually love it.
We don't get Wi-Fi.
I'm not going to be doing it.
Here's the thing. We don't get good Wi-Fi at Disneyland. We have Sprint. Sprint gets horrible Wi-Fi. So we can't access half of the stuff anyways. That's why we don't do a whole lot of live streaming there. When we do, we have to be stationary in certain areas because our Wi-Fi doesn't work. And that's the one thing that I'm hoping that Disneyland does resolve.
I would think they would. I mean, I see them probably profiting much from the free YouTuber community.
I agree.
All the stuff you guys are putting out.
And their whole thing is like you guys in Orlando, they have the Magic Band, and in Disneyland, you have the app. So the app is what they're gearing everything for.
Yeah.
But if you can't get good service, then it's going to be a struggle to utilize the app. So that's something that they're going to have to work out. I know there are some Disney guest Wi-Fi spots throughout the park where you can tap into their Wi-Fi. But other than that, you're on your carrier cellular service, and on a busy day, it's tough sometimes.
I'm sure it is. Keystone asked originally, and I didn't get to it. I think they came in after you mentioned it, and I think Meg, she stepped away. But would you share about your best one more time? A couple people.
Yes, I was going to actually say. So how I got started on this whole vest thing is Margarita's bag. She has a Etsy shop. She just nicely sent me some patches, and that started the whirlwind of financial trouble for Josh. So I don't know if you can see it yet. Are we on a lag?
Yep.
So I have this for Margarita's patch. Here's my little Ewok.
Love it.
That's not for Margarita. And then I have my Olaf because I'm an Olaf lover. I fangirl over Olaf. And here's my little Pooh patch. And this is actually a Disney park patch. It's not an iron-on, so you actually have to sew it.
It's Baymax.
I got my flows, And then this is Margarita's bag. It says my happy place. And then I have Dory on the front because I'm Dory.
I love Dory. I love
we can go to the parks and there's something that's been there since opening day. And she'll be like, is that new?
Yeah, it's not a lie. That's true. So I have all my favorites on the front. I was going to try to put this on my heart is what I thought I was doing. And I got it backwards. So
and I was going to say, I can't wait till she runs out of room. But then that just means she'll probably buy another vest.
I was going to say that doesn't sound like a good plan.
And so this is me because she has her little serape bow.
Oh.
This is Josh because he eats a ton of donuts. He's a donut. And then this is from Margarita's bag. It says Believe in Magic. This is from her brother's shop. I think it's Flynn Writers. It says, here you leave today and enter the world of yesterday, tomorrow, and fantasy.
That's the as you enter, yeah.
Yeah, that's the plaque right under the tunnel as you go in.
And so I got this little guy from Lilo and Stitch. This one says, let's avocado and go to the park. And then this is from Galaxy's Edge. I snuck it in when Josh wasn't looking.
That's cool.
I don't even know how she bought it. I didn't even know she bought it. I'm there with her.
Oh, you know how she bought it. I have a wife and 4 daughters. We know how they bought it. Yeah.
He said, don't buy any patches. And I said, too late. I already got one.
It's on her jacket. I'm like, how? What?
And then Madame Leona, see, from Haunted Mansion. And then Jose Aguirre, the twins, them and their family bought me this one after meeting them. And then I have my Chippendale.
Love that one. Love them all.
Yeah.
What's your favorite one? Which one's your favorite?
Oh my goodness! Don't do that to me. I am going to say 2 favorites.
Okay.
Pooh because I'm a Pooh lover, and Baymax because Josh is my Baymax. I said you're my Baymax because he's big, white, and fluffy.
I love it. I love it. I'm going to drop their link one more time. If you haven't already, get on over to their channel. Give them some love. I love their channel. You're going to love their channel. I think I got all the questions. Let me scroll real fast. I don't want to ignore anybody. Everybody who's been in the chat, thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody.
Stacey Rogers says she's Dory also. That's hilarious. Yeah, I think I got them all. You guys have been so fun. I knew it would be. I got to all the notes that I wanted to ask you. Anything you want them to know that I didn't ask or anything.
I just want to say one thing, that the YouTube community that has been built around your channel, our channel, the channels that we hang out with, everybody that watches and that is in the chat are just so awesome. The positive vibe that we get from them. I'll be honest, when we live stream, we don't get a lot of trolls and stuff, and we got great mods out there. And just the friends that we have made from, I'm getting teary-eyed, the friends that we have made through this YouTube channel
I'll see.
Oh, now he's crying. He poked him in the eye.
Is unbelievable, really. I mean, we have made some of our best friends through this channel and met just so many awesome people. And so we love actually going and meeting new people because, you know, the positive outweighs the negative when it comes to the friendships and the benefits of having the channel.
Well said. And you mentioned the mods. My mods are the best. I don't even know why they want to do what they do, but I'm so happy they do. Both crack me up. But I think that, Midlife Vibes is spreading some positive vibes. And as long as there's always going to be idiots because, have you been outside? Look at their people are idiots. But when you're positive like you guys are, and I hope like I am, they don't have a place to be. It's not a welcoming place.
And our mods will shut them down. Yeah, the mods will shut them down.
Exactly. Exactly. Christy thinks I have notes. I've just been lying. I don't have any notes. What are you talking about? Christy wants to know, do you have an Etsy store or are you planning to open one? I think she wants to buy some ears.
I do have an Etsy shop. I don't have any posted now. What I'll do is I'll throw them up.
I looked for links. I didn't see that. Did I miss it?
It's Beloved One. It's Beloved One. Beloved.
I'll drop that link if you want.
Beloved One Creations. It's Beloved One Creations. So I do have a shop. I don't have anything on there now. The way I work is I can't sit still, so I always have to be doing something. And so I'll make stuff and then I'll put it on Instagram and Facebook. If it sells there, then cool. And if it doesn't, then I'll put it on the shop. So I do have 2 pairs of ears. I think I actually have them right here. Not planned. It was from the last live stream. It was just from the last live stream. I'm not planning to plug. So this is one of the Marie ears.
Oh, very nice.
Show them the inside because they got to see the lining. Women want to see the.
Women want to see the lining. The lining is important.
It is.
I don't know.
And then these.
Oh, I love you guys.
These ones light up.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah. So
see, I'm so bad at this. When I like something, I talk, and then it shows me. I have to learn to shut up.
That's the hard part with the hangout, huh? But you know, if you check out her Instagram, Beloved One on Instagram or Facebook, that's where she has them right now. And then, like she said, she's building her shop and building inventory for her shop.
Yeah.
You know, Midlife Vibes. You know, we're Midlife Vibes. You'll find us on Instagram, Facebook, Patreon, wherever. Just look up Midlife Vibes and you'll find us.
Yeah, I think we're the only one to be daring enough to date ourselves and to limit the viewer, you know. But you know, that's the thing. We were a slice of Disney. For those of you that don't know, we were a slice of Disney, and the whole concept was just to bring you a little slice of Disney every day. And we realized we don't know all the Disney character names, we don't know all the rides, and for merchandising purposes, you really can't make merchandise with that name in there. And we're older, we're getting older, and you know what? It doesn't have to be a midlife crisis. You can have the best time of your life in your middle, you know, as you're getting older. And so we said, you know what, let's do it. You know, let's change the name. Let's switch it to Midlife Vibes. And, you know, there's a lot of older people that love Disney. It's not just a young people thing. And we notice we're a little slower. We can't go all day long, you know, 12 hours a day and, you know, be as fast. So, yeah. So that's what
I love it. I love what you guys do, and I love your attitude, and I love your content, and I love that you said yes and we're here tonight. Guys in chat, thank you so much for being here. Guys, don't go. I'm going to say goodbye to chat, and then I'll say thank you to you offline. But I appreciate the couple. We had some super chats. We had some great mods. We had some great people subbing to your channel, and I just appreciate you all spending a little bit of your Sunday night here. Got a great schedule coming up. Lots of really neat channels, including a couple people in chat right there. But for now, thank you to Midlife Vibes. Go check their channels out, all of them. And yeah, I'll leave the last word to you guys.
Hey, we just thank you for having us on again. You know,
Yes.
It's just building this community, like I said, is just the awesomeness, I guess I could say. It's all about the community, it's all about the friends and everybody out there. And we just enjoy we had a great time tonight. So we just thank you.
We enjoy everybody. If we've just met you today, you know what? We enjoy everybody. We enjoyed being on this live stream and just having a good time talking. And we appreciate you. And we appreciate you all out there that you know, come and watch the vlogs and participate in the chats. It's so awesome when you guys get on the chats and participate. And more importantly, that you guys connect with each other. I love that, is when you see all of them talking to each other, becoming friends.
Yeah.
That's just the best. And I think that's what we live for, is just to see everybody happy.
Bringing community together.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Well, thanks, guys. Go do something awesome for somebody tomorrow. Have a great week. Get over their channel. Give them some love. I think that's it. See you next Sunday, guys.
Bye, guys.
Later.
Thank you.